right, it's time to do the first episode of Hungry for Some Leftovers. We got Brendan Donegan here as the first ever guest on this new video series because the world has been starving for another video podcast by a straight white male, and we're bringing it to you now. And here's what it's going to be. Guests come on and they bring on a leftover dish. It could be any type of food, of some type of leftover food. The crazier, the better. What we do on the program, so we're going to put it on Facebook Marketplace and see if we can get anybody who's potentially insane enough to want this food. And we build a whole story around it. We develop an entire personality behind how this came to be. And I've done it a few times myself to test the waters, and it's been hilarious to see what ensues. And who knows what's going to happen this time. Follow along. We're going to get started here. Hungry for Some Leftovers, episode 1. Let's go.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now!
Welcome to the first installment of Hungry for Some Leftovers. I'm going to be your host, Dan Callahan, and I'm brought by my first guest for this show. Who better to bring on than Brendan Donegan? Brendan, how you doing today?
Hey, good to be here, Dan. I am excited for some leftovers.
Some leftover food. Brendan's brought a wonderful leftover dish. We're recording this the day after Valentine's Day, so I'm excited to see what you brought. And what we're going to put on Facebook Marketplace today and see if we get any potential buyers.
Going to get some hot bids on this. I think that the selection that we have today is going to get a lot of takes.
I think it will as well. I'm hoping. I know whatever you brought. Maybe you got some leftover veal parm under there. Maybe it's a leftover dinner from Valentine's Day. Who knows? Give the people a quick intro about you and your background in the pharmaceutical industry and where we can go from there.
Absolutely. Not in the pharmaceutical industry, but I do sell drugs on the side. No, I am a comedian from, I don't know, I guess I started in Philadelphia and I moved up to New York during the pandemic, so things are going real well. And that's pretty much it. You know, do some stand-up comedy and made some sweet treats for this podcast specifically.
Yeah. Oh, well, if we're talking sweet treat, let's just get right into it. Let's reveal what we got here, folks. Let's
Want me to whip it off?
Yeah, go ahead. Whip off that chicken cover. Oh boy, another cover. All right, let's pull that one out. Got some Pyrex here, so we're talking good stuff here, folks. Let's see what we got. Oh man, would you look at that, folks? That right there. I'm going to say that is a homemade brownie dish. There's some M&Ms sprinkled in there. I don't think the knife comes with it because we don't want to be complicit in whatever.
Left that in there, yeah.
It's somebody on Facebook Marketplace, you know, if they get a butter knife in their hands, who knows what these nut jobs are going to do.
Yeah.
But explain the dish a little bit.
So the dish, it took me a very long time. I'm not a chef by any means, but it's a very delicate brownie mix, and by mix I mean it has some M&Ms and some fudge, and some and that's it. Actually, that's all I put in there.
So you didn't sprinkle. These aren't any special kind of brownies. They're like special Valentine's Day brownies.
Special from my heart.
Special from exactly.
Like no marijuana, no other pharmaceutical drugs that I'm aware of, but just some M&Ms, some hot fudge. We're gonna put these out, see if we get any hits on it. But I think that they're pretty good. Made them for Valentine's Day, and didn't eat them all. You know, I'm diabetic, so I probably shouldn't have made these. But
that's a good tie-in. Yeah, exactly. So I think since it's the first episode, the idea here is we're going to take this dish, we're going to put it on Facebook Marketplace, and the real hook to it is that you got to have an interesting story behind it and why we're putting it on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to grab my computer here. We'll start building the listing, but what kind of background do you want to put out there for people?
Let's see. So we're going to be dealing with people who are willing to, because you've tested this out before. You've tested this out with some other products, such as some wings and some half-eaten items, and people have actually offered to come over to your house and actually get these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we got to add a good story. I mean, we got some hot brownies. So I think that if people are willing to eat some half-bitten wings, we're going to get some hits on this. So we need a good story.
I think we got a pan of half-eaten brownies. I mean, maybe we just say
hot leftover brownies.
Well, they're not hot. I don't want to put something false out there. That's true. You know, we don't want to lie to the people.
Yeah. Let's put leftover love brownies.
Leftover love brownies
for V-Day.
From V-Day, yeah. leftover.
Love brownies.
Love brownies. And it's going to be up to the people to determine what they consider a love brownie.
Yeah.
Price, the whole thing with this is that it's free. It's free delivery, free brownies. If we get somebody that wants these delivered and they live somewhat close to where we're filming this at a secret location in southern New Jersey,
we're running.
Yeah, we're going there. We're taking the camera, we're getting in the car, and we're going to see what we can find.
Yeah.
Miscellaneous. This one is always Facebook Marketplace doesn't have a place for food, understandably so. Once this podcast really takes off, though, I think I'm going to get banned immediately.
We're creating a new category here, baby.
Miscellaneous is what we're going with. Used like new. Would you consider this like new? Not a good condition, but good like new.
It's a little used. I mean, considering it's half eaten. So I would say that that's probably appropriate.
Yeah.
They were made yesterday.
Brand, what fudge mix was it? Do we even want to go down Betty Crocker maybe?
I throw out Betty because I don't know what I use for this.
All right, we're gonna go Betty Crocker. Betty Crocker. It does not come with the Pyrex can. We'll clear that up.
Yeah.
The description. What's the story behind it?
So we're making up a story here because we gotta draw some people in, right?
Yeah. You got to have an interesting background.
Okay.
So,
I'm a guy that my girlfriend. I made these for a girlfriend.
Yep.
And she broke up with me. Can you put, just for my reputation, made these for my hot-ass girlfriend, who unfortunately broke up with me on Valentine's Day, but I had already made the batch.
Clear that. I'm gonna put a asterisk because I don't know if Facebook is gonna filter this out because we said the word ass.
Oh, right. They got strict policies now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't. You don't want to mess around.
All right, so we'll keep it fairly clean, but
I'll just say hot girlfriend. How about that?
Okay. Let's say this. So I made these, and I wound up eating half of them because I went into a deep spiral depression. And I think that the least that I could do is give away the rest of these so that some other soul could get some love from my love brownies.
All right. So I think that's a pretty good description. I'm going to put the description right here. I'm going to take a screenshot, throw it up here. Oh, what else you got?
If you could put... if single, huge plus. Because I'm depressed because my girlfriend just broke up with me. I ate a whole batch of brownies to my face. So
Perfect.
This is also a good opportunity to maybe meet somebody.
It is. You know, who needs dating apps when you have Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
I mean, one of my old roommates when I lived in Philly, he would use a dog walker app to ask somebody to come over and walk his dog, and he would get a hot girl to come over, and it took about 15 or 20 minutes for every single one to realize he didn't even have a dog. And I mean, that's just...
and they ended up just chat them up when they got there?
Yeah, they got there, and they would, make small talk, and then, he'd be like, oh, you want some wine? He'd usually just walk down the stairs in a robe. It'd be like 11 a.m. on a Wednesday.
That sounds like they were probably terrified.
Yeah, but they were there with a leash. They were ready for a walk, and then he's like, how about we go out for a walk? It turned into, he met up probably, 6 or 8 different people that didn't file restraining orders and actually chatted him up, and I would see them a few days later.
That's a bold move. Any of them successful? Like, did he go out with any of them? Because if I came over to somebody's house to walk a dog, I get there and there's no dog, and they offer me some wine, I'm thinking I'm going to get murdered.
Yeah, exactly. And I think people that are full-time dog walkers living in South Philadelphia, you're going to get some screwballs thrown in there. They're not all fastballs down the middle.
Screwballs.
Yeah, they're not all fastballs right down the middle. Yep. We're going to publish this now. Let's see. 3, 2. Yep. You can now boost your listing. I don't want to boost the listing, but
these brownies aren't going to need any boosting.
Yeah. Why don't you give a read from our? We have a sponsor. Not every podcast starts with a sponsor.
Yes,
but I'm glad to say that we're starting out fresh with a sponsor. So go ahead and give that sponsored read there.
First of all, let me just say, and let me applaud you on having a sponsor right off the bat for our first episode. It's very impressive.
Hit it hard. We hit it hard.
Now,
so
I don't know who the sponsor is. You sent me.
I sent Brendan the ad read, and he's going to read it for you folks.
I'm just here to help out. All right. Today's episode is brought to you by the Woodcrest Patco Station. Why lose your money in the stock market when you can get robbed at gunpoint on our train instead? Ride Patco today.
There you have it. Ride Patco.
Wow.
And we'll be back once we get under review.
Hashtag Patco.
So the responses are now trickling in here.
Got our first big response here.
Yeah, we got a few responses here. We're gonna go through some pretty helpful responses. Some other people not too pleased.
Read the weird guy that responded about the relationship.
The first conversation is already dead. We couldn't really go anywhere with this. It was dead in the water. We had a woman named Holly, who's the administrator for a local yard sale group, ask, why is this pending for approval on Reopen PA?
Reasonable question.
Reasonable question.
It's totally reasonable.
And we thought it would be a great comfort food for those that are fighting to reopen. I mean, who wouldn't
also reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, you're out there fighting for the state to reopen and everything. Who wouldn't love a half-eaten pan of brownies?
Who are you, Holly, to say that people don't deserve brownies on Valentine's Day?
The next response we had in was probably one of the more helpful, concerning, for Brendan's own sake here. Darian responded here. Let the people know what Darian said, Brendan.
I can't see without my glasses.
Here,
you got to read it for me.
Here, I'll zoom in.
There we go. So we got a response from Darian, who says, yo, fuck her for that, but stay strong, brother. Take your time to heal. Maybe take up yoga and meditation.
So, I mean, very valid.
Appreciate the concern, Darren.
So, what do you want? What should we say back to Darian here?
Let's say, yo, thanks, dude. Never done yoga before. Do you think it will help me with flexibility or maybe meeting some chicks? Question mark. Like, who is sitting on Facebook replying to strangers, throwing half-eaten brownies out there in the marketplace, and actually taking a general interest in their lives?
You got a couple of people. Essie Joe is commenting.
They say
she tagged her friend with a laughing emoji, so I'm gonna reply and just follow up. I mean, we're serious salespeople here.
Yeah, just say, hey, are you guys interested, or what the fuck's good? Because I let the blood flow.
There you go.
To all the parts of your body that it's supposed to. Holy shit, here he goes. The way we live without it is very basic, and trust me, doing yoga, even 10 minutes a day, is a life changer. I can send you this person that helped me on YouTube when my girl broke it off with me.
You know, some people on Facebook Marketplace just genuinely care about others that list half-eaten brownies
Darian,
for sale. Yoga with Adrian.
I've done yoga with Adrian. That's actually a good video. This guy's genuinely concerned about my well-being. He must have gone through a tough fucking breakup that he's responding to somebody that's selling half-eaten brownies on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, wow. Do you want to
let's say this. Let's say, dude, thanks so much, and sorry to hear that. What happened to you? Let's see if we get some relationship dirt.
Let's see if Darian's willing to spread this on a podcast without knowing it. Let's see. We got some more comments coming in.
All right.
Okay. Michael Williams, not surprising. First question. Got weed in him? And I think that star means that he is either, he's highly rated.
Ooh,
okay.
Maybe say, this is serious, sir. These are serious love brownies for Valentine's Day. I suggest you recommend this to someone in need. What a fucking asshole.
He's dishing. God. Darian's dishing the dirt. I love it. Here we go.
She's awesome. I hope shit gets better for you. I've been single for a year and a half now, and I'm just working on myself and trying to figure out what I am before I meet someone to grow with me. We dated for 4 years, and it seemed like it was... Hold on, there's more. It seemed like it was just...
dying.
Just dying.
Like no more love. Kind of like the color drained out of a picture.
Oh my God.
It's all good. Scripted. It's all good, though. I realized I needed to get out of that. You know, good for Darian. He realized that there was... I mean, have you ever heard somebody... I like no more love, kind of like the color drained out of a picture. Have you ever heard?
Oh my God. She used to drain all of my energy and my balls. So it's really... So it double stinks.
It double stinks.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel bad now. This is Darian. Hey man, I hope Yoga with Adrian's helping him out.
Said, ha ha ha, I feel that. Honestly, shit always gets better. You'll be all good. I learned that from a lot of pain comes from doing things out of anger and fear. We can't control everything, but we can control how we react, and that's what counts. It said that, just to keep everybody updated here, it did say that the listing is now under review. Under further review, because it did not seem it was against their commerce policies. Who knew Facebook had any types of policies?
Right.
They said it didn't seem like we were selling anything. I think we made it pretty clear we weren't selling anything. We were trying to give something away for free to a good home.
Yeah, we're just trying to spread love in the world, and that's something that I don't think Facebook would know anything about.
No, they don't.
Hi, Dan. Is this still available? Whoa.
Yes, it's available and looking for a good home. I mean. We were saying, we're looking for a good home to offload these brownies to. Are you interested? She said, totally. Are they like special brownies?
Let's say absolutely, specially made with love.
Absolutely, specially made with love. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Plain Jane M&M or like the one of the new flavors. This guy is picky. First he asks, is there any weed in them? And then he goes, are they the plain Jane M&Ms or are they special flavors?
Like, bro, is it the weed that's deterring you, or is it the type of M&M?
They're for free. They're not the special flavors. If we would be asking at least $2 if they were special flavors.
Sorry, we don't have the type of M&Ms that you would. Just go to the store, dude.
So Darian comes in. Hey, nice. I hope it's awesome. Do you have any pets? No, the girlfriend took them.
Rumor has it one of them's already dead.
Also, maybe delete social media. I deleted Snap and Instagram months ago, and I feel much clearer.
You're on Facebook Marketplace talking to a stranger, dude.
This explains it perfectly. Darian got rid of Instagram and Snapchat, and what is he doing to fill the void? He has conversations with people selling items on Instagram Marketplace. We're going to check out Kristen's profile here because she's interested, and quite honestly,
and she, I would think for sure, thinks they are weed brownies, even though we explicitly said they are made with fudge, love, and M&Ms.
We couldn't be any more clear about that.
Yeah. What is your problems? Should we see if anybody will offer us anything, or is that illegal? Well, we market them as free, so
you got to get the hook in the door with them. We market it as free, and then that's when you start bartering.
Yeah.
Some people. He's laughing. He says WYM. Do the kids? It's an acronym for what I believe is what you mean.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I did not know that. What you mean?
What, Michelle? We can't ship brownies. I mean,
is it still available?
Is this still available? And do you
come with the brownies? Oh.
This guy's
coming after old Danny Cal.
Well, I mean, Tanya, this is a.
What'd you say?
Sorry that this happened. Makes what was meant find its way to you.
Makes what was meant find its way to you.
I think what she's saying is that because your girlfriend broke up with you on Valentine's Day and left you with the brownies that she didn't eat, it's making what is meant to be find its way to you. So there's better to come is basically what she's saying. Like.
Yeah. I did not think we were going to get this many hits.
I mean, I was expecting the hits on this. I wasn't expecting how deep the conversations are going.
Yeah.
And you know what was weird is that we were sitting here waiting for some people to come in, a couple trickles here or there. But I think the big thing is that people are genuinely interested in the story that you provided, and they genuinely care that someone left you. And I think this is one of an offshoot way to find a partner these days.
There are good people out there in this worgoing There's one thing I've learned from this.
Ad read. We have another sponsor. Sure. I have it on my phone. You sent Brendan.
This is the ad that I brought in, and Dan's going to read it.
Brendan actually went out. You solicited a buyer. You told them that what we're going to do is have deep conversations on Facebook Marketplace.
I'm a salesman, and you know that. And sometimes when you go out there and you get sponsors, you go after big brands, and this was one of the biggest ones that I got. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, this is great. So I haven't read this before. Here's the read. Have you ever had a boner that just won't quit? Ever gotten a boner in the classroom, at a dinner party, or before Holy Communion? Well, then you need Boner Patrol. Boner Patrol keeps an eye on your bone 24/7. As soon as you get a rise, our Boner Patrol app automatically texts you a picture that will cool your bone. A naked grandma, a dead possum, Hillary Swank, you name it. Download the Boner app today and use the promo code BONER for 15% off. So download that app. You can download it in the iOS App Store. Boner, the code BONER will get you 15% off. And, I mean, you'll never have to worry. Have you used this service?
Oh, yeah. I'm super stoked about this partnership. It's just, they've helped me out in so many jams in my life for years now, and it's just great to be a part of the brand.
I'm glad that they're investing in what we would call here a successful online business, and we're just glad for them to sponsor our very first episode. So we'll be right back with an update. Most of the comments were people trashing us for saying there's not half in there, and that's why the girlfriend left.
I love how there's like 90% of the people are like, yo, you ate some of them, dumbass.
So many of them. And you know what? The large percentage of the people in here are middle-aged white women that are just like, they're actually genuinely interested.
There's a lot of genuine interest. There's a lot of guys that are chatting in that are like, fuck that bitch. Can we curse?
Somebody actually made a good point. Clever and cute way to pick up chicks. Hope this works out for you and you can share a fourth of the batch with your ex's loss.
Thank you, Teresa.
Teresa knows what's going on. And then we got someone. This is a good, interesting one. Yahira Perez. I'm real life lesbian, but I do know cheating is a bad start to anything. This is not half, and you left the best part in the container. The M&Ms. The M&Ms were a hit.
What does her being a lesbian have to do with anything?
I'm wondering,
what is a real life lesbian? Does she think that they're made up typically? It's not half.
Yeah, this is not half. A lot of people were pissed that we called it half.
At the portion, yeah.
I think the winner of the message goes to Cody.
The best message that we've gotten all day. And may I add, very considerate of him.
Very considerate, very long-winded message. The guy seems like a scholar, very well educated, very well thought out response, but
definitely at least a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, here we go. He says, "Hey yo, she for the streets, 100 emoji. Do yourself a favor and eat the rest of the cake, king. Then go out and fuck 5 of her friends, blow all the backs out so they talk about you in the group chat.
Damn.
Then when she finally finds happiness that isn't you, text her, baby, I miss you, and ghost her when she responds. Stay toxic. Go get a bottle of Henny and get the cheapest flight to Miami after to hit the clubs with your shorties. You gonna be all right. And when you doing all that, go on Insta and follow Hoodville. Stay toxic. Don't worry about no hoe."
What a way to promote your brand.
I mean, I don't know if this gentleman runs Hoodville on the Instagram, but
nice little promo that he slipped in there to plug.
I mean, we were on here trying to sell brownies, but I'm sold on following Hoodville.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought?
And we're going to Miami.
We're going to Miami. We're playing that Will Smith song on repeat the entire way.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and you know, Jennifer, I don't mean to close, I wanted to close out on Cody, but Jennifer has a really nice response here as well.
Wow.
Silly woman passing up 1, brownies or chocolate in any form. 2, a man that can bake with love.
With love at that.
3, a man that has a sense of humor. And 4, a man that added extra chocolate by sprinkling M&Ms, possibly the most thoughtful thing ever. All in all, these brownies, assuming they are the reason for the breakup, may have saved you from being unappreciated for the next half a century. Chocolate saves the day.
Jennifer, a little dark, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, Jennifer.
Who would have thought all of these extremely thoughtful, deep messages would come out of such a stupid post?
I think you got some legitimate chicks that you could hit up, go out on a date with from this.
Well, for us, Brendan, as I cut up some of these brownies, because we're not delivering these to anybody at this point. I mean, this has been too good to go out and try and deliver these to anybody. We're saving these for ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
They're actually really good. So leave the folks who've made it through this far with some closing remarks.
I would say, listen, if you're out there and you find yourself messaging people on Facebook Marketplace, fighting over leftover brownies on Valentine's Day, I would say that you have some serious mental health issues. Reach out to some people, not on the internet, some real people, therapists, family members, but do not go out there and eat leftovers that are for free on the internet. I think is the biggest takeaway from this.
That is the biggest takeaway. Where can people follow you for more chuckles?
Follow me on Instagram, Brendan Donegan Comedy, Twitter at Brendan Donegan, Facebook Brendan Donegan, and check out some of my shows.
All right. Well, this is the first episode of Hungry for Some Leftovers in the books. I think it was a good one to kick off this video podcast series, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I'm really eating these. I mean, these are legit good.
We were going to hopefully share some of these with the people out there, but at this point we're not delivering them, so we're hungry for our own leftovers at this point.
I'm diabetic, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Thank you for watching. We're going to enjoy these. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Hungry for some leftovers. Those were some good ass brownies, huh?
I'm like, I could actually eat the rest of these. They're really good.